Hey guys, good morning. It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading, guys, hanging with my saucy sidekick, Mega Good Vibes. And we're on to do some messages. I want to do a reading on what you guys need to remember, okay? Like what you need to know, like reminders on your journey. So you could be the masculine watching, you could be the feminine watching. Like whoever you're thinking about as your counterpart on the journey. These are going to be reminders about what's happening on your journey. And I just ask that the universe bring in some clarity and some truth for you. So it's like regardless of what's going on, like there might be a lot of illusions around you on the twin flame journey. I just ask that you guys see the bigger picture, okay, of what's going on between you two, okay? Because there's a lot of infiltration with information on twin flames, and I know that just the word itself has become corrupt, but I feel like it's for a reason, you know. It's like there's an agenda out there that kind of wants to make you think it's weird, but I know there's many of you who know what's happening to you because you can experience it. You've been experiencing it. And many of you are on the journey because there has been information that's out there by people who are genuine, and many of you have found that, and it just makes sense for everything that's been happening with you. So I just ask that these cards in this short reading, it reminds you of things that you need to remember about your person. It could be your masculine, it could be your feminine, okay? What do you need to remember about them at this moment? If you've tuned into this reading, what do you need to remember about the person that you're thinking about? It could be your masculine, it could be your feminine. Okay, so some of you are being called to let go of control issues, okay? So you're supposed to let the situation unfold naturally. So what I'm sensing is if you found this reading, you could be worried about how things are going to work out, right? It's like how you might catch yourself at times saying, like it's impossible. You might shut down, you might shut this person out is what I'm hearing at times, okay? So even though you may find yourself eagerly waiting for movement on the journey, you can come off as to your person as like very controlling. It's like, okay, so you might send them a message, and if they don't respond, or you might feel like they're ghosting, it's like, okay, then you want to really show them who can ghost, you know? It's because you want to try to control their reaction, and the universe is telling you to let go of control issues, okay? To pair up with this, we have engagement, which is your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. But maybe some of you, in order to let this happen, you've got to let the situation unfold naturally. So I feel like the minute you start detaching and relaxing from a specific outcome, or wanting your feminine or your masculine to act a certain type of way, or to leave a situation and to leave it now, and you know in your heart of hearts it's not good for them, and you know, I feel like your person has to be able to see that on their own. Now the situation could be reversed, right? Like it could be your person who needs to let go of control issues because, you know, maybe they push and pull, or they go back and forth, or there's maybe a lot of pressure on you to either leave like a divorce, leave a divorce, leave a marriage, and it's maybe leading to things like separation or divorce, and maybe there's children, and children are being affected, and you know, I just like pressure is what I feel with this let go of control issues, okay? So one of you may have the tendency to put the other under pressure. So just let the situation unfold naturally. You're worried about whether your twin is going to wake up to the lessons. Again, they could be masculine, they could be feminine. Trust that they'll wake up to it in their own time, because the reminder here is, as you go through the cycles and the lessons, your love life ascends to a higher level of commitment, meaning I feel like you two will come to a place of compassion, okay? It's like compassion and detachment kind of go hand in hand. You have compassion, so you're willing to detach, to allow that person to learn naturally on the journey without pressure, right? Because it's like you don't want to stifle the love, right? You don't want to stifle the love that you guys have, and it's like you're being called to trust that they also know. It's just there could be like certain situations that need to like they need to untangle, okay? Certain situations in your person's life, it needs to untangle. Let's find out a little bit more about that. Why are you both being called to let the situation unfold naturally? Okay, I'll keep those two. Should I keep this one as well? It's like wanting to slip out. What lessons are being learned? Okay, so we have confusion, Neptune, and illusions. Okay, and this is what I'm saying about sometimes like you want to control the situation, because a lot of you could be like annoyed that your person is wearing these rose-colored glasses. They're not able to see through the illusion, but Neptune is showing up here, which means that like it's part of the experience, right? That planet comes in and it does bring in illusions, confusion, but it's up to your counterpart to deal with those lessons. That's why we have to let go of controlling the journey, because what I'm picking up on is like, whether you're masculine or feminine, like whoever your person may be with, or it could be a group of people, I feel like you're able to see through the illusions and confusion a lot easier than your person is. But they will learn over time on the journey, and they will grow those skills. But for now, it's like you may come off as it's like you're always just like frustrated with the situation. So instead of feeding the connection with this frustration, just allow the planet to go back and forth and shift how they need to. Okay, your person will see in time, and it normally happens as soon as you're able to detach from those types of behaviors where it's like you really want to control the outcome, or you really want to, you know, like stick it to them or give them some truth. It's like no matter how much you try to convince them, they have to see through the illusions themselves. They have to willingly take off these glasses. Okay, let's see what else is coming up. Yeah, we have epiphany and breakthrough. Okay, so I feel like this is victory because it's coming. Okay, like many of you who feel like you need to control the outcome, I feel like, again, the minute you stop trying to control the outcome, your person is having a lot of breakthroughs about the people that they're with, what's meant to be. Okay, divine intervention, the detours. I love that divine intervention and allow the situation to unfold naturally is coming out together. Okay, because this reading tells me like there has been a lot of delays that you both have experienced. But what I'm getting is like it's other people's interference, and whoever is watching, okay, you could be masculine, you could be feminine, you can see through a lot of the people in your person's life, right? Like if you're a divine masculine, it's like, you know, that whoever your divine feminine is like partnered with, it could be her husband, it could be her long-term boyfriend, like you can see through a lot of what your feminine goes through. You could see it in her eyes or his eyes, depending on your situation. You can see it in like their pictures and like their energy, you know, like you can tell, and also like the conversations that you both may exchange, right? And same if it's your masculine here, divine feminine, like a lot of you can tell in pictures and stuff like that. Like if your masculine's low key, like they might have karmics that, you know, tend to like be all over like social media and things like that, but it's like energy wise you can tell that like that's not them, right? Like the confusion, the illusions, and it sucks because it's like, why would you be drawn to someone here where it's like the universe is pulling you to someone who's so completely opposite to you, right? But it's like you can't help but have this love for them. It's like you want the best for them, and it's frustrating that it's like you know, it's like you know what's right for them, but it's like they go and do the complete opposite. So, you know, it's part of the journey. They have to be the ones to see that they're living under the illusions, okay? But we do have epiphany and breakthrough coming, which is a really, really beautiful, positive card. So, like, I feel like for many of you, it's like, okay, having that realization that it's like, yeah, okay, you know what? Sometimes I do tend to control things. And you guys will experience it through, like, jealousy coming out, like your anger, you wanting to, like, block your divine masculine or your divine feminine. You might see something and, you know, it's like doing these things out of like reacting, you know. So I feel like many of you are being called to like help yourself control things like that, right? It's like, and many of you know, and there's no judgment, but it's like low-key, you know, energy wise, that it's like, yeah, like you do put a lot of frustration and like you send out energy of like resentment to your person for not knowing better, right? But You know, some of you could be called to let go of that, allow them to learn the lessons that they have to learn. As your counterpart, they'll eventually see it as well, right? Epiphany and breakthrough. They'll see it through dreams. They'll see it through a sign. The more you step back and detach and pull your energy back, the more that's revealed, the more illusions and confusions come out. But it's like if you guys are there kind of pressing the issue, I feel like your counterpart is going to continue to like pull away, pull away, pull away. Okay, and that's when like the karmic loops tend to happen. So yeah, let's get an outcome card here. So once I draw this card, it's going to be like the outcome, like that very last reminder for yourselves on the journey. Okay, it could be about each other, or it could be on your own individual paths as well. Okay, so we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Well, I love that, because I feel like engagement and your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. You're going to feel like a new person in the way that you both interact, because fate is here. And with new love, I feel like if you let go of control issues, you detach. And it always happens, guys. Like when you guys resurface and come back together, it's going to be like a new feeling, right? A new feeling, a new way of interacting with one another. They're going to feel that level of detachment from you. And I feel like it always happens where it's like the moment you decide to look the other way, that's when you feel your masculine or feminine gravitating towards you. Even if it's not in the physical, you may feel like energy-wise, it's like all of a sudden your energy levels are up. You're doing healthier things for yourself, and now all of a sudden you feel them pulling on your energy, whereas before when you were going in their direction, you could feel yourself feeling things like you feel sick, you feel ill, you don't feel motivated to do things, you dread going to work. It's like you feel confusion, things like that, right? So I feel detachment right now is necessary, not trying to control the outcome, and have that be part of the lesson that's being learned here, which is, you know what, sometimes I do have a tendency to control things. And having that kind of shed from your aura. I mean, you still may have the tendency to do that, but at least you have the awareness now that it's like, hey, maybe this is one of those times where I need to allow the situation to unfold naturally, like stop trying to force the hand type of thing. Okay, and then you emerge as new love. It's like you guys can't help but gravitate back towards one another when that healing occurs. Okay, so whoever this is for, just allow things to flow. If they're with somebody else and it's no good for them, believe me, they'll see it in time. As soon as you start pulling back and allow that person to have things unfold naturally, even in their situation, the towers will fall. The dark night of the soul does occur. So yeah, pulling back your energy is something here that's really standing out for me. Okay. All right, guys, that's what I have for you for this short check-in. You guys take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next reading, okay? All right, bye, guys.